Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a dark room, only seeing shadows of what's real? It might sound strange, but over 2,000 years ago, the philosopher named Plato told a story just like that. He called it the allegory of the cave. Imagine a group of people who have lived their entire lives chained up inside a deep, dark cave. They're facing a blank wall, and they can't turn their heads. Behind them, there's a fire burning, and between the fire and the prisoners, there's a raised walkway. People walk along this path carrying statues and puppets of animals and other objects. The fire casts shadows of these objects onto the wall in front of the prisoners for them. These flickering shadows are their entire reality. They give the shadows names, they talk about them, and they believe these shapes are the only things that exist. They don't know anything else. The echoes they hear they think are the shadows talking. This is their world, and they accept it without question. Now, what if one of these prisoners was suddenly set free? At first, it would be terrifying. The light from the fire would hurt their eyes, which are used to the dark. If someone tried to show them the actual objects that were making the shadows, they wouldn't believe it. They'd probably think the shadows were more real than the objects themselves. They'd be confused, scared, and would want to turn back to the familiar comfort of the wall. But let's say this person is dragged out of the cave, up a steep, rough path, and into the sunlight. The brightness would be completely overwhelming. They would be blinded. But slowly, very slowly, their eyes would begin to adjust. First, they might be able to look at shadows on the ground, then reflections in the water, and eventually, they could look at the objects themselves. They'd see the vibrant colors of flowers, the detailed texture of trees, and the vastness of the sky. Finally, they would be able to look up at the sun, and they would understand. They'd realize that the sun is the source of all light and life. It's what makes it possible to see everything, what causes the seasons, and what governs the world they now find themselves in. This sun represents truth and knowledge. The prisoner would feel an incredible sense of pity for the others still trapped in the cave, believing shadows are real. They do remember the honors and praises they used to give each other for being good at. Guessing which shadow would come next, and they'd realize how meaningless it all was. So, what do you think would happen if this enlightened person went back into the cave to free the others? As they re-enter the darkness, their eyes, now used to the sun, would struggle to see. They'd stumble around, unable to make out the shadows on the wall like they used to. The other prisoners would laugh at them. They'd say that leaving the cave had ruined their eyesight, and that it was a foolish thing to do if the freed prisoner tried to tell them about the world outside, about the sun, the trees, and the real objects. They wouldn't be believed, in fact. The prisoners would see this person as a threat to their reality. If they tried to unkind anyone and lead them out, the others might even try to harm them, fearing the unknown more than their own confinement. Plato's story is more than just a tale about a cave. It's a metaphor for our own lives. The cave represents the physical world we see and experience. Every day, the prisoners are us, often content with our limited understanding, accepting what we see at face value without questioning it. The journey out of the cave symbolizes the process of education and philosophical awakening there. Difficult, sometimes painful. Quest for truth and knowledge. The world outside the cave is the world of ideas, of true understanding. And the sun, that's the ultimate truth, the source of all goodness and reality. This story asks us a powerful question. Are we living in a cave of our own making? Are we content with the shadows on our wall, the opinions, assumptions, and biases we're fed every day? Or are we brave enough to break our chains, to question everything, to begin the difficult journey toward the light, even if it's uncomfortable. It's a journey of opening our minds to new ideas and perspectives. It's about seeking knowledge, not just for the sake of it, but to truly understand the world and our place in it. The path might be steep, and not everyone will understand. But according to Plato, it's the only path to true freedom. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more ideas that make you think.